One of the world's largest credit rating agencies sees a bumpy road for Canadian mortgages. Fitch Ratings' latest global housing and mortgage outlook shows the mortgage arrears rate rising modestly in Canada in 2024. Even more distressed sellers are seen, but pent-up demand will help to absorb many before they fall behind. The turbulence is forecast to subside as quickly as the end of next year, improving with the economy and rate cuts. However, it will not be a return to record-setting lows for mortgages. Canada's mortgages in arrears are expected to see a sharp increase after the recent record low. The arrears rate is forecast to rise to 0.25% to 0.3% by the end of the year. If it hits the high end, the rate will have climbed 50% from the end of last year and doubled the record low also in 2023. The steep climb is going to be felt, but the rate seems relatively low from a global standpoint. Do not let that fool people into thinking a large share of sellers will not be distressed. They attribute the low arrears to a cushion of equity and pent-up demand. Forced sellers will be able to absorb price cuts with the substantial equity gained over the years. Canada's target of increasing immigration is adding to the demand already there from people who have been waiting to get into the real estate market, explains Susan Hosterman, Senior Director of North American Residential Mortgage-Backed Securities and Covered Bonds at Fitch Ratings. The report was authored largely before reduced immigration targets were confirmed. It is unclear if and how a reduction would change their outlook. Canada has also become unusually flexible with its mortgage regulation to prevent defaults. Since the country's regulators are no longer enforcing the maximum amortization in many cases, this has led to lenders extending loans indefinitely, preventing defaults. Additionally, banks are working to make repayments more affordable by re-amortizing loans over a longer term and working with borrowers in distress to avoid foreclosure where other options are not available, she notes. The agency attributes the market downturn to a general erosion of market fundamentals. The modest rise in arrears will be driven by high interest rates, a weakening economy, lack of affordability, and softening home price growth, explains Hosterman. Canada's economy is only expected to experience a hiccup, not a long downturn. Improvements are forecast as early as next year, and the agency sees that helping with mortgages. They do not see a return to record lows, but forecast the arrears rate will fall within the range of 0.2% to 0.25% by the end of 2025. Potentially still higher than they are today, but not as sharp of an increase as expected later into this year. Mortgage borrowers are increasingly opting for variable rate mortgages, a trend that is expected to continue as the Bank of Canada continues to lower interest rates. As of the first quarter, 12.9% of new mortgage borrowers opted for a variable rate mortgage, according to figures from the Bank of Canada. That is up from a low of 4.2% reached in the third quarter of 2023, but down from a peak of nearly 57% of originations reached during the pandemic when most variable rates were available for less than fixed-rate products. A variable rate mortgage is one where the interest rate can change over time, typically in relation to the Bank of Canada's overnight target rate. More recent data show that while the popularity of variable rate mortgages eased heading into the spring, and just ahead of the Bank of Canada's quarter-point rate cut in June, their share of originations is up 50% from a year ago. But for context, they accounted for just 9% of total originations in April and were 90% lower than the same month in 2022, noted Ben Rabideau of Edge Realty Analytics. Still, variable rate mortgages are expected to regain a larger share of originations in the months ahead. I do expect that we will see a sharp increase in variable originations in the next few months once it becomes clear that the Bank of Canada really is on a serious rate-cutting cycle, he wrote in his newsletter to subscribers. Meanwhile, shorter fixed-rate mortgages are among the most popular choices for today's borrowers, as they balance a shorter term and competitive rates. More than 50% of new mortgage borrowers selected a 3 or 4 year fixed term in April. The Bank of Canada figures also showed that mortgage credit growth reached a 24-year low in the month of just 3.4%. Ontario's real estate market has seen some interesting trends recently, especially in cities like Mississauga and Brampton. With the market experiencing a slowdown in May, sales dropped by 2% across Peel region. This reduced demand led to a decrease in the average home price by 3.1%, bringing it down to $1,071,480. Let us take a closer look at some of the most expensive and least expensive homes sold across Ontario last month, according to real estate website Zoocasa. Starting with the high end of the market in North York, a luxurious 4-bedroom home sold for a staggering $9 million. This property boasts approximately 9,000 square feet of living space on an oversized 70 by 132-foot south-facing lot. It is billed as an entertainer's dream, with an open-concept gourmet kitchen and family room, a large recreation room with a gym and wet bar. Moving on to Toronto, a 5-bedroom, 7-bathroom Edwardian home sold for $7,895,000. The main floor features soaring 13-foot ceilings, a chef's kitchen, family room, and dining area. With over 6,000 square feet of living space, the home combines modern and historic features, including an updated loft. In Mississauga, a custom-built home with over 8,500 square feet of total living space sold for $4,900,000. Highlights include a dream kitchen, home theater, and recreation room. The main master bedroom, located on the second floor, features a large walk-in closet, an ensuite with spa-like upgrades, and a balcony overlooking the backyard. Another noteworthy sale in Toronto was a 5-bedroom home in the Beaches neighborhood, which sold for $4,495,000. This property offers views of Lake Ontario and includes a custom-built kitchen with a grand island and an in-home gym. The second floor has 4 bedrooms and a common area, while the third floor houses the main suite with a large recreation room, spa bath, and a separate apartment. In Etobicoke, a custom-built home sold for $3,300,000. Designed for modern elegance while maintaining a cozy family feel, this home features floor-to-ceiling windows, a custom kitchen with high-end appliances, and a secluded backyard with an in-ground heated pool. Now, let us shift our focus to some of the more affordable options. In Stony Creek, an executive-style townhome sold for $659,000. This 1,310 square foot unit has been completely updated from top to bottom with quality high-end finishes. It features 9-foot ceilings, a spacious dining room with custom cabinets, a living room with a walkout to a private balcony, and a custom kitchen. In Brampton, a 2-bedroom condo sold for $556,000. This condo gets plenty of natural light and has an open-concept layout. The kitchen is equipped with stainless steel appliances and quartz countertops, a bar area, and dining space. The multi-purpose den can be used as a home office, solarium, or an extra bedroom. Toronto also saw some more affordable sales, including a 1-bedroom condo unit that sold for $520,000. This unit has an open-concept living and dining space, private storage, and a private balcony with a view of Lake Ontario. The building is located in the heart of London and offers amenities such as a gym and theater room. Another Toronto condo sold for $537,500. This 8th-floor unit features an open-concept layout with a kitchen that includes top-of-the-line, built-in appliances. The bedroom has sliding glass doors that allow for plenty of natural light. And finally, in London, a fully renovated top-floor corner unit sold for $265,000. This unit comes with a new custom kitchen and all new appliances, and is billed as perfect for the first-time homebuyer, couple, or young professionals. Now let us move on to a topic that is particularly relevant for those of you looking for more affordable real estate options within Ontario. Toronto has long been considered one of the most impossibly affordable places to try and settle down in the world. With sky-high property prices, many residents are seeking more budget-friendly alternatives within the province. If you are among those who have given up on home ownership in the overpriced Greater Toronto area, but would consider relocating within Ontario, there is another region just a few hours' drive away that offers far more affordable municipalities. According to a recent ranking from Canadian real estate listing site Zolo, towns around the Ottawa area are some of the province's most reasonable for real estate right now. Even the nation's capital itself has made a new top 10 list of the most cost-effective cities to purchase a home in, considering average prices, income levels, and other factors. Topping the index is Nepean, a former township now considered part of Ottawa. In Nepean, the average home price is just $572,388 as of March 2024, and the typical household income is $137,000. To put this in perspective, in Toronto, the average home price is around $1.2 million, necessitating an annual income of $215,920 to comfortably carry a mortgage. Next on the list is Carleton Place, classified as a small city about 40 minutes away from Ottawa. Here, the average house or condo costs an even lower $555,174, while residents' household income falls around $100,700. Half of the 10 most affordable small to large cities in Ontario to buy a home in are near Ottawa, according to Zillow. Rounding out the top 5 for affordability were Canada, with a mean home price of $810,021 and an average income of $146,600. Tillsonburg, with a mean home price of $588,172 and an average income of $87,600, and Arnprior, where the mean home price is $482,732 and the average income is $92,300. Two of these cities, Canada and Arnprior, are also in close proximity to Ottawa. All of these entries have far lower unemployment rates than Toronto's current rate of 7.8%, which is one of the highest in the country. The unemployment rates in these more affordable cities range from 3.8 to 5.1%. A total of 5 of the most affordable cities in the province, per this data, are in the Ottawa area. So, if you are looking for a more budget-friendly option within Ontario, consider looking towards the Ottawa region. With its combination of lower home prices, higher household incomes, and lower unemployment rates, it may offer the quality of life you are seeking without breaking the bank. That wraps up our episode for today. Thank you for tuning into the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast. I hope you found our discussion on the mounting affordability crisis, the rise in Canadian mortgage arrears, the resurgence of variable rate mortgages, and the latest trends in Ontario's real estate market insightful and informative. Do not forget to join us next time for more updates and expert opinions on the real estate landscape. Until then, this is Steve Hamoan, wishing you a great day and successful home searching.